It's Wednesday night, and you know what that means. Canada Dry, give them the 411.
Instead, I'm gonna get Lord Ryan, Rich. I'm gonna get Ryan to tell them.
Well, tonight it's Dynamite After Dark. We're here on Wednesday, and you know what that means.
Tell them, Joe.
It's time to sing happy birthday to AEW Dynamite.
Yay! Happy 5 year or 5.
5 years?
$5. $5.
Oh, no, it's wrong. Long. No.
Hit that music.
That's all systems go. We need that AFW logo up. Stat.
You're watching the AFW Network.
Oh, yeah. Kaboom, everybody. There we go. Kaboom. Everybody, welcome to this week's edition of Dynamite After Dark. It's a big night. They rolled out the red effing carpet is what I'm saying, okay? Because not only is it the 5th anniversary of AEW Dynamite, Wednesday Night Dynamite, it's also the newly, freshly inked deal we have been waiting for our entire lives.
Oh,
yeah. So,
for 5 years of our entire lives.
Yes.
5 years.
Yeah, there you go.
Warner Bros. Discovery obviously has a financial stake now in the company called AEW. They have a percentage of the ownership. I'm going to say this. I know Tony Khan has said in the past, hey, guess what? I am always going to have full power. But I guarantee you, man, Warner Brothers has got maybe 35, 40% ownership of that company.
You think it's that much?
I think it's that much. I think it's that much because the number of people that they brought into these negotiations, number one, are sharks. Number two is they have no, there you go. Yeah, has celebration. In no way, shape, and form do these guys have any vested interest in either Warner Brothers or AEW. They don't care. But they know that there's money to be made. And I guarantee you, Warner Brothers has got a good old-fashioned steak.
If we see Bugs Bunny on Dynamite next week, we know that they got a lot of money.
I will say, I kind of wish AEW was a publicly traded company so we could actually know the financials, because I've heard a wide range of how much the annual average value of this new deal is.
Yeah,
I've heard anywhere
from 150 mil.
I've heard anywhere from 150. The Business Sports Journal says 170. Other people are saying 185. I mean, either way, it's a massive success. And congratulations go out to Tony Khan and AEW.
Mm-hmm. Of course, let's introduce ourselves. I am the patron saint of professional wrestling. I'm that gingered up, bubbly son of a bitch. I'm Canada effing dry, and I beat you to the punch, JFB.
Yeah, you did. Yes, so be. I am, of course. I'm running for president. Here's my platform. I don't like people bashing wrestling. I want to make wrestling not just fun, but great again. I want everybody of all races, of all genders, of all this and that to come together and watch professional wrestling. Vote JFB 2024.
You know, JFB, so I didn't realize how bad the tans were in the 80s. and the 90s.
Horrible.
Like they were all worse than Braun Breakers.
Oh yeah.
They were all worse than Braun Breakers.
Oh yeah. I mean, tanning technology has come a long way, and you can't really look like that in 2024. It's just no one is
like Macho Man and Hulk Hogan were orange.
Oh yeah.
Question: wait, is it worse than MJF's when he came back?
Oh, for sure.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Yeah, like 1,000 times worse than MJF's fake Jewish tan.
Like the worst one in wrestling day is Braun Breakers, and then MJF was second.
And he's just paying homage to his dad and his uncle. It's okay.
All right, this guy in the corner over here, I call him friend. I call him brother. It's Lord Ryan Rich.
Hello, one and all.
Ryan.
You can't kill him.
Right, I'm unkillable. But I am the national treasure. I am Lord Ryan Rich, and we're here to talk about 5-year anniversary.
Yeah. The guy below me might have been the inspiration for Tom Cruise's character in No Good Men. What is it?
No Good Men.
No Good Men.
A Few Good Men?
A Few Good Men. That's it. Yeah.
No Good Men.
Sure. Take a half a vitamin. Anyways, yeah, I heard Tom Cruise was inspired by Commissioner Joe. How you doing, brother?
Oh, I'm doing fantastic tonight, gentlemen. Had a nice long episode of Dynamite.
Oh yeah.
But you know what?
Yeah.
I'm here with 3 of my best friends to talk some wrestling. Let's get to it.
Now, I have a question for you, Commissioner Joe.
Yes, sir.
What did your son think of the intro where he's a baby?
I don't know. He's never mentioned it. I've never asked.
I'll ask him what he thinks of it.
Yeah.
It's like a lot of kids that, hey, I'm a baby. Make me a full-grown adult.
All right. Well, you know what? Today's the 5th anniversary of AEW's Wednesday Night Dynamite. And what better way to go ahead and kick off the show than with a really out there, but a really dark promo of Pac, Marina, Shafir, Claudio, and Mox. Pac and Claudio obviously are talking about Wheeler Yuta. They just called them out. And then Shafir starts talking Moldovan because her family's from Moldova. So, and then Mox, of course, talking to Danielson. Let's you know what? Let's not go around. Add to my notes.
I thought it was a great start to the show. I love the Moldovan talk.
Yeah.
I would have liked to have seen some subtitles though.
Yeah.
That would have been a nice touch.
Yep.
I liked how it was filmed. It definitely had like a movie quality to it. I'm not going to say the C word because, good Lord, that word is killed in terms of a wrestling right now. So, but it was just, I liked the way it was shot. It made it feel different. It didn't feel like a wrestling show. It felt like a movie or something like that, where like they're getting the drama over.
Yeah. Absolutely. Lord Ryan Rich, you want to add anything?
It was a strong way to start your show. I mean, it was a very menacing promo.
Yeah. Yeah. I puckered up.
From very menacing men.
Yeah. Like if I saw that happening and I'm like, you know what? I don't know what they're filming, but I don't want to be a part of this. And
I'm doing an abrupt about face and hauling ass out of there.
I don't want to have to go to jail for being a witness or going to hide.
Dude, how you doing, brother?
I was like, yeah, you may have to go into witness protection to get away from them guys.
Next thing you know, the JFB is going to be called the BFJ. And I'm going to have
a big friendly giant.
Yeah, big friendly giant.
Tiffany Trim says, I haven't watched Dynamite yet, but just here to ask if JFB or Ryan, if they need products, because you said it was a new period cycle for AFW. What? I assure you that JFB or Ryan do not need, and we will not use his dead name. Thank you very much, Tiffany. That's his dead name.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Big afro. Anyways, let's go to our opening match because you start off really creepy, and you want to alleviate yourself from that burden and go to our first match, which is, of course, what better way to open up your 5th anniversary show than for the International Championship? Ricochet taking on Will Ospreay. Here are some of my notes. This is going to be an amazing match. I mean, basically, what if you haven't seen the footage? Midol for it.
What's Midol?
It's for cramps.
I don't have any cramps. How dare you? How dare you?
It's going on the list.
Oh yeah.
Oh, she's already on there.
She's on there, but she's so short you can't tell.
Yeah. Yeah, she sneaks around. I mean, I hear the pitter patter of these little feet.
Ryan, you're in a faction with her. How tall is this girl?
That's not my business to disclose.
Well, she's not really tall, right?
She is not classified as a tall person, no.
Will she be allowed on the roller coaster is what I want to know.
Yes.
They'll let her on.
Yeah.
Not a kiddie roller coaster either.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Just making these notes. So anyways, Ospreay is in the back. What he's talking with Kyle Fletcher, like they're just building to this, and I thought it was going to crescendo tonight. Anyways, Don Callis is in the back with Takeshita and Fletcher. This is going to be a counterpalooza, and I was right.
Good evening, gentlemen. Does anyone want to try to give their good evening, gentlemen?
Good evening, gentlemen. That's pretty close.
Ryan.
Good evening, gentlemen.
That was pretty close.
Pretty close.
Commissioner Joe.
Good evening, gentlemen.
That's not. I give it to Rich. I give it to Rich.
Anyways,
it's gonna be hard for me to keep that up. I just realized, like, I've already screwed up twice. I'm supposed to stay kayfabe Brian the whole time, and I don't know how I'm gonna pull this off. Like that's what I'm practicing tonight because we got the effing comic book store on Friday.
Yeah. Yep. 2 days away.
Ooh, can't wait for it. Ooh, getting tingly.
And we got a potential football podcast coming to the AFW network.
Ooh.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
So
I could use the advice. JFB is doing the job in one of his leagues. He's 0-4.
Ooh.
And I'm setting my lineup, by the way. It's not like I'm forgetting. It's like, no, I'm on the way. I'm working the waiver. I'm doing all this stuff. Anyways.
So JFB might be a call-in guy on Tuesday nights if we get the show going.
Yeah. So, the one thing I had issue with the announce crew was they were talking about Ricochet deserves this match because he rose through the ranks. Now, this guy had 3 matches, right? 3 matches against B+ level talent. And they're talking about him climbing the ranks. No, the reason why he's getting a shot is because of this exact reason. If you didn't watch the New Japan match, after this show ends, go on YouTube, like and subscribe us first, and then watch the match between these two at New Japan.
Okay, so how long was Ricochet in New Japan? Just for a cup of coffee?
No, I think he was there for
a couple years.
Yeah.
Because he won the IWGP Junior title.
Yeah.
Okay. So before we go around asking people their opinion of this match,
I
have a question to ask you guys. So he had a cup of coffee in New Japan, pretty much.
Yeah.
Won a junior title. So my question is this. Had he stayed in New Japan, would he be a star as Ospreay right now
Yes.
instead of going to WWE?
Yes. And for one reason, he's basically Will Ospreay. Will Ospreay is basically Ricochet. I mean, the two are so interchangeable. Their styles are exactly the same, but they're both very charismatic. So it's not like Ricochet is lacking anything. I just think because he's half black and he's an American, New Japan didn't really want to give him the push.
Oh, they didn't want him.
No. They wanted him, but I mean, they let his contract run out.
Okay. Anyone else?
Yeah, so they talk about WWE stealing him. They didn't really. They just signed him because New Japan didn't re-sign his contract.
So you asked me this question earlier.
Yeah.
And I've been thinking, and I think he would, because I think Ricochet would have been the guy who probably would have always come up short against Will every step of the way of Will becoming the guy in New Japan.
Yeah.
I think, for better or worse, I think Will's rising tide would have brought Ricochet up with him.
Yeah.
So he would still be a bit below Will.
Yeah, a little bit below, but I still think he'd still be a star, because when you have the talent that Ricochet has, you're going to stand out and be able to rise above everyone else.
Yeah. And here's the thing. Ospreay looks good as a champion. Like, with him with a belt just feels like it's all complete. Like, there was always something missing. And it's not that he needs a belt, but he essentially is built like a champion. Ricochet, on the other hand, I mean, you can give him a title run, but for the most part, like, I think this guy just wrestles. Just let him wrestle. Like, give him an inconsequent, maybe the TNT belt or the international belt.
What do you think, Ryan?
See, I didn't watch New Japan when they were together, and I didn't watch WWE with him there, so it's kind of hard for me to judge.
But hypotheticals.
I mean, hypotheticals. They're okay. On the one hand, he might be more popular with wrestling fans if he stayed in New Japan, but WWE gave him a large platform for his name to be out there.
Well,
so
they gave him a large paycheck too.
Yeah, but I think that in this multiverse question here, that it could have gone either way, both ways.
Yeah. Okay. All right, Ken and Dry, what did you think of the match?
I thought it was outstanding. I loved that they went flip for flop, but yeah, it was amazing. I think it's just building to something, though. It was never meant to be the match that they had.
Yeah,
it's meant to build for something down the line. This is going to be long-term storytelling. Yeah, with these two. So, Joe mentioned that he came out the heel tunnel.
Wait, I have to recant that. I was wrong, because I didn't realize that
hard game was on the opposite side.
The hard game was on the opposite side for some stupid reason. They're like, oh, let's flip the tunnels, even though there's zero need to do that.
I've been to that stadium. There is a reason why they do it.
No. I'm not saying there's no reason to not flip the hard cam. I'm saying there's no reason why you still can't have, as we look at the TV, heels on the left and faces on the right. Where when they flipped the camera on, like tonight, they did heels, faces out of right, heels out of, or they flipped them, which is stupid. Just keep it consistent.
Yeah. But yeah, I love this match. I love everything about it. I was wondering, though, if you guys noticed, when Will fell back on Ricochet, was there a part of Ricochet's body covering Will?
Yes, there was. Yeah. He took his right arm and put it on his chest.
Yeah.
Okay. Because I was like, I didn't really pick up that part. So yeah, okay, that made sense, and it was an interesting turn. and
Yeah.
then.
Well, and they're setting it up for, obviously it's not going to be Ricochet that takes the belt off of Will.
I believe this is long-term storytelling for much further down the road.
It's Takeshita who's going to get that. I think it's time for Takeshita to get the belt because he came in with shenanigans. Lord Ryan Rich, what are your thoughts on the first match of the night?
I mean, wowzers.
Oh, yeah.
They were just jumping around like a bunch of Mexican jumping beans. And I was like, I don't know how I'm going to keep up. No, but it was a fun match. They're like ridiculously gifted, athletic, talented individuals. And obviously, since they've faced each other so many times, they know each other.
Yeah.
Oh, excuse me. So you're going to get a lot of those times where you're like, you think a move's going to be, but they counter it, and then they counter that counter, and then they counter the counter to the counter. Like, I like that kind of stuff. Yeah. To me, it shows a real history, and I thought it was a great way to a great first match for your anniversary show.
Yeah. Joe.
Okay. First off, I'm going to say this. You can go watch the New Japan match if you want to give New Japan a view. Personally, if you watch this show tonight, I don't think you need to go back and watch it because it's basically the same thing, but extremely more polished because they're all 10 years older and significantly more mature as wrestlers.
Yeah.
But I love this match. Like, it just because it incorporated all the callbacks to the New Japan match. Like, within the first 2 minutes where they both did that superhero landing in the middle and the fans lost their shit.
Yeah.
Like, we're like, they set the tone like, oh, so this is what we're getting tonight. Okay. Gotcha.
Yeah.
And the match was great. I'm going to talk about that finish. I think I may be the only person in the world who is absolutely fine with the double pin because I was like, cool, give us round 2 at Wrestle Dream, which is where I thought this was going. And then to sit there and restart the match and then 10 seconds later to have Takeshita.
Yeah.
If you wanted to set this triple threat matchup, just have Takeshita run in right before the double pin and don't do 2 stupid finishes.
I don't think it was 10. I think 10 seconds is over.
It gets a little bit of an exaggeration, yes. Yeah. But don't sit here and give 2 finishes that piss off the fans in one match, is all I'm saying.
Well, you got to do something so that they don't look weak, because, I mean, the problem is you have to have a definitive winner and a definitive loser if you really were going to make the match without any kind of shenanigans. Like, you had to make a decision. Do you want to already knock Ricochet with a loss? Because the casual fan who saw him in WWE and then read somewhere that he's wrestling in AEW are going to tune in because they want to see what this, everybody talks about WWE held him back. I want to take a look. And when you do that, and then you saddle him with the loss, they're going to be like, hey, you know what? Nothing's different than when he was in WWE. I'm not tuning in.
Yes, Mr. Isaac says, it's literally all the same spots from all their other matches. Yeah. They've had one evolve as well. But you're taking into account that everyone's seen these matches. I've never seen them wrestle before.
Yeah.
But that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying, though. Like, you can go watch these other matches, but if you saw this match tonight, you don't really need to because it's basically the skeleton and most of the details are from the other match. There's probably some new nuanced things in here.
Yeah.
So I don't think Ryan has seen them fight before either.
Yeah.
Nope. My first time.
Yeah.
Oh, we can be virgins together.
Oh. Gonna be like
saving ourselves for the big night.
Yeah. Okay, that works.
So we go to Mercedes in the back. She's with Renee. Apparently, Camille is not going to talk at all. Like, she's just like, she's so awkward. She's so awkward. It makes me not believe her as a legitimate heel manager / heel wrestler. She's going to showcase the best moments of AEW Dynamite and it's just nothing but stuff.
We all knew what was coming.
Yeah, we knew it. Yeah, but I mean, hey,
but you know what's my favorite thing about this?
What?
She called the truck guy out by name and said, "Hey, blah blah blah, play my video."
Yeah.
Instead of just saying, "Here's my video." Like I like the little touches that make it more realistic.
Yeah. MVP comes out and sells his wares, of course, to. Well, yeah. I mean, basically, to sell his wares to Mercedes Moné.
I'd be down for her joining the Hurt Syndicate.
Yeah.
I don't mind that.
I'm gonna be honest. Oh, it's a Bubba.
Bubby.
It's a Bubba.
Yeah, this is the new member. This is Maisley May.
Oh, she's so cute.
Nice.
She is so adorable. I drugged mine. That's the reason why you can't see her. I gave her some CBD.
You don't hear the barking. They're all drugged up.
Yeah, exactly. Like I look occasionally.
Peter, do not pay attention to. He's kidding.
I'm just
those puppers are living their best life right now.
Jimmy, have you ever Halloween's coming up?
Yeah.
Have you ever gone as Jean-Luc Picard?
No.
Wouldn't that be cool to see him as Jean-Luc Picard?
I have gone as Sting. I have gone
Wait, which
as
Sting?
Crow Sting.
Well, I was making sure, was it wrestler Sting or was it
the
music singer Sting?
Oh, no. Wrestler Sting. Yeah.
No, you'd have to shave off the goatee to be Jean-Luc Picard, though.
Oh, yeah, that's not going to happen.
Jean-Luc Picard with that.
I haven't shaved this goatee off since end of high school.
You could be
Well,
Jean-Luc
you get to say
Picard
cool things like engage and make it so, number one.
You could be Jean-Luc Picard from World X or Earth X.
There you
something
go.
Like that.
There you go. I have a friend who does special effects. I could always get like a Borg mask put on and
oh yeah, Borg. Captain Picard Borg would be sick.
There we go.
We should do the Halloween. We should dress up for the Halloween Dynamite episode.
Okay, I have no problem with that.
Okay,
yeah, I'll see what we can find.
Yeah, I gotta find something, but.
We go in the back. Renee's with the guns. Basically, it's just setting it up for Hangman to just have someone to beat up on his way to the ring. Because it's exactly what happens. He beats the living hell out of the guns, stomps a mud hole in him, and just keeps walking. So, which I thought was entertaining.
I love the framing where you just see him get larger with the chair, and you just see him getting ready to.
Yeah. I mean, the dude's righteous. He is on a righteous quest right now, like a crusader.
I don't know if it's righteous anymore.
He's kind of lost his way a little bit.
Head. That's the key. It's righteous in his head.
So you just stick a needle in someone's.
You can't reason with crazy.
Yeah.
You just can't.
Wait, so you're okay with him burning down the house?
I said and burning down the house.
But the needle is where you draw the line.
Well, it's a little from column A, a little from column B. Little both, right?
Yeah.
Because your personal protection is worth more than a house.
I mean, yeah.
Okay. We go into the ring with the Learning Tree and Big Bill. Jericho made the TV deal happen, basically, is what he's saying.
Minoko says that you, Joe, should dress up like Ted DiBiase.
Oh, God, that would be so cool.
That would be funny with the beard, yeah.
Yeah, just
that wouldn't be bad.
Yeah, make your own little cardboard belt and bedazzle the living hell out of it. Just make it $1 million belt.
Ryan could be he could be stripper Bart Simpson from the later episodes.
Yeah.
I don't know why, but saying I was going to be Ted DiBiase, I for some reason thought you said Ryan Rich should be Virgil.
Well, I don't think his penis is long enough, so
no.
I don't know for sure, but DiBiase, his penis is supposed to be really big.
Welcome to Dynamite After Dark, boys and girls.
I'm not saying yours isn't, but I don't know if it's as big as Virgil's.
Some secrets have to be kept.
Yeah.
Yes, please. We want to keep monetization. No.
Bret Hart would draw Virgil on the chalkboard,
Yeah.
And he'd have him hanging himself on a tree with his own penis wrapped around as the noose.
Okay.
Virgil would just laugh his ass off.
Anyways, so the Learning Tree, Jericho said he made the TV deal happen. Coincidentally, this is also his 34th anniversary of his career, which, is monumental, 34.
Yeah.
Just a long time to be wrestling.
34 years as a wrestler.
Yeah, apparently he doesn't remember exactly what city he's in. He's in Pittsburgh, just in case you didn't know.
Pittsburgh.
Yeah, Pittsburgh. He wants a shot at the Ring of Honor championship at the World Championship at Wrestle Dream. He gets it. Bart Briscoe and the conglomeration come out. They do a schmoz, and next thing you know, Wrestle Dream match. By the way, before we go around the circle really quick, let me say this. For everyone who's ever bought a pay-per-view on Bleacher Report,
yes,
AEW is no longer doing pay-per-views on Bleacher Report. You'll get an email that says if you want to vault your pay-per-views that you paid hard money for, you have to go to this link and then click start, and it will transfer it over to Trilla TV, which will be carrying all their pay-per-views until 2025, supposedly first of the year, in which case all the pay-per-views will be done on Warner Brothers Max. So go to your email, look for Bleacher Report, get your pay-per-views off of there, because once they shut down, they are gone. Oh, that's $60 a pop or $50 a pop.
Yeah, just be careful you get them all, because I did it and I did not get all mine. Like, I didn't get Revolution 2020. I didn't get anything else from 2020. It didn't start back up until 2021.
So it takes anywhere from 24 to 48 hours for it to auto-populate.
Now, let's get back to this Jericho thing, because Jericho lays this out. You can't beat me. Maybe your brother could.
Yeah.
Like, what a thing to say. And he gets decked for you keep my brother's name out of your mouth.
Yep.
And I like that part. I really like that part. Jericho mentioned this is a new era, which seems to be being brought up a lot. New era this, new era that.
Definitely ruffled some feathers in our group chat. Good Lord.
Yeah, Caleb Bain has overused this for a while. So it's a new era in AFW, baby.
Yeah. Lord Ryan Rich, your thoughts on the Learning Tree?
I thought it was interesting how Briscoe was like giving him his flowers and everything. I thought that was cool, but yeah, when Jericho brought up Jay's name, that first of all was like, did you go to the Christian Cage Academy of pissing people off? Because I'm like, you're using the dead relatives here. That's very much his stick. He might sue you for gimmick infringement. But that's the kind of sauce that you want to see. Like, and so to see the expression on Mark's face after that, just the deadness in his eyes almost, I was like, yeah, this is going to be good.
Yeah. Yeah, it's gonna be a bloody ass match is what it's gonna be. Commissioner Joe, your thoughts on the Learning Tree?
Yeah, this was a pretty good segment. My favorite line out of this whole thing, though, is Jericho sitting there saying, congratulations to AEW on the new TV rights deal. We sure made a lot of experts look really stupid. I love that line so much because I bet you freaking Eric Bischoff is punching air right now.
Yeah.
Now, the other thing was he's supposed to be a heel.
Yeah.
And he says, you should all thank me. And all of them start yelling, thank you, Jericho.
Yeah.
And so he just had to go, thanks, guys.
He's over. I mean, he's legit over. I mean, I feel that the gimmick is kind of wearing thin a little bit, but I mean, he's over like Rover. I mean, when the fans sit there and go, bye, guys. I mean, it's just brilliant. So,
not everyone loves it, though. Not everyone loves it.
Yeah, Darby's in Seattle. So he talks about these kids spitting on him. I'm going to give a shout out to a friend of mine, goes by Heel Face. I met him through the Tash show. And he came up with a saying, people are fake, wrestling is real. And I've seen that stolen, but he, as far as I know of, he came up with it. And I was like, that's a brilliant. Like, and I see it on shirts, but I mean, it is, people are fake wrestling. Who spits on people? So he has an open challenge. So I want to not worry about the promo because it was a Darby promo, but who do you think is going to accept the open challenge? Canada Dry, who do you think is going to take the challenge?
Oh, I don't know. When is this match happening?
At Wrestle Dream.
Yeah, Wrestle
He's
Dream.
having an open match at Wrestle Dream.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's got to be someone big, right?
I mean, you would think.
And he needs a win too.
Yeah.
Because he's on a 3-game losing streak.
Yep.
So I'm going to defer to my friend Ryan here, what he thinks.
Well, you say that he needs a win, but does he?
He does. 3-game losing streak.
But
I disagree.
But does he? Because maybe you start to see a different side of Darby where things aren't going well. And for that reason, I'm going to say that Swerve comes back in a Washington versus Washington match. And Swerve goes over.
Well, Swerve needs to win just as bad.
Right.
Yeah.
But with it being his first match back, and then at the end of the match, you might see like Bobby Lashley or something.
No, I think Bobby Lashley is going to be saved for a little bit.
He might.
They're going to do a little go around MVP trying to get him to come over to the Hurt Syndicate.
Yeah, that's what it's going to be. It's going to be we're recruiting Swerve, and when he finally does it, well, fine. We'll bring in Bobby instead, and he's going to kick your ass.
Yeah. Yeah. Just say, hey, you want to duck my invitation? Here's a guy who's in charge of the invitations to our little Hurt Syndicate. So there's Bobby Lashley. Here he is. And then he comes and beats the living hell out of Swerve. And that's how you put Bobby Lashley over. But don't let him talk because that guy is like a wooden puppet.
That's what he's got MVP for.
Bingo. Anyways.
Well, hold on. Do I get to say who I think?
Oh, yeah. I'm sorry, Joe. Go.
No, Joe.
So, first off, I think for the story that he's telling, Darby should absolutely lose.
Okay.
And I can't think of his name because that's how much AEW has buried this guy. He's an afterthought. But Christian's son. I'm drawing a blank to his name.
Nick Wayne.
Oh, yeah. Another.
Also two Seattle guys.
Yep.
And Nick Wayne going over Darby.
Look, you got to start. Why not?
Because Darby is up here. Nick Wayne's still down here.
So you bring up Nick Wayne, and
you would really bring.
And you can
Nick Wayne up.
You can
I mean,
still
no one
tell.
Because thought Daniel Garcia was going to beat Bryan Danielson either.
Yeah, but the whole promo was of Darby saying, "I've lost everything. I have nothing else to lose." Well, you have another match that you can lose.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So,
Okay.
and Darby is Teflon. That man will always be over with the fans.
Yeah.
So.
Well, we go to our second match. Hangman Page taking on Soft Serve Soda Pop Jones, otherwise known as Rock Hard. Shit, what the hell is his name?
Juice Robinson.
Juice Robinson. That's it.
You don't even call him Soda Pop Jones for too long.
Yeah. My God. It's been a long day, guys. No wait. No wait at all. They go right after each other. There's no wrestling here. It's just flat out shenanigans. They finally get in the ring. Nigel saying on commentary he did not say thank you to Danielson because he was trying to break his neck. Yeah, I mean, basically, it's a low blow. It's a buckshot lariat. And then he's getting ready to beat the living hell out of him. Oh, no, he's hanging He's hanging him by his own belt.
Mm-hmm.
And in comes Switchblade Jay White for the save. He goes after. They get into an altercation. He puts Hangman through a table. And thank God we're not getting a Hangman versus Juice Robinson series of matches. We're going to get it with Jay White, which means that we will see legitimately good wrestling from both who can't cut great promos. Just saying. It's going to be great, kids. Trust me. You're going to love the matches. You're going to hate the promos.
Well, Adam Hangman's really stepped it up lately.
That's true. I take that back. We only have one guy who can't cut a promo.
Maybe he went to promo school on when he was injured. Maybe.
Yeah, maybe. Or, maybe spent it taking a bunch of vitamins and watching.
No, he's not JFB.
All I know is Switchblade looks jacked as ever. He looked in phenomenal shape.
Yeah. Well, Joe, what do you think of the match?
The match I liked the match. It was fun. It was. Yeah. I mean, it was the worst kept secret after Hangman took out the Guns. I was like, okay, we're absolutely getting the return of Jay White. Yeah. Especially when he started choking him. I was like, I even though I knew it was coming, I still popped and I was still excited because I love Jay White. He's so good in the ring.
Yeah.
Tiffany says, I've been watching Ricochet finally and Will, and it's fire as usual.
Yeah. There you go. Lord Ryan Rich, your thoughts?
Yeah, it was a fun match. I mean, I just feel like the low blow wasn't necessary. Like, Hangman just did this crazy match with Swerve. I mean, where they just kill each other and then he's got to get a low blow to win. I just didn't like it. I think it makes Hangman look weak when he's supposed to be on this tear or whatever. But I do like the return of Jay White. I thought that was fun, and it should be an interesting set of matches.
Yeah. I mean, crazy people do desperate things. I think I get what you're saying, and you're right. It could possibly, but I think it makes them look desperate.
I think it makes him look like a heel because he's a heel. And he does heel things.
He does heel shit, dude.
Yeah. Heel's got a heel.
Yeah.
And not heel in a good way.
Well, I mean, burning a house down is pretty heel-like. I don't think
blow
someone.
I would say,
if you're going to burn a house down, you're going to give a low blow.
Heel.
Let me tell you.
Flair heel, okay? He's more like Arn Anderson heel.
No. If you are willing to burn a guy's house down, you're not going to say, this low blow shit ain't for me. You're not going to say that.
Hangman is full on his evil points. He's filled to the brim. Like, he's ready.
Yeah, and low blows are in there.
That's fine. Like I said.
Finger pokes in the eye are in there. Whatever.
All right, Canada Dry. Lay it on us. What did you think of the match?
Yeah, this was Joe said this is a fun match. I agree. I think this was a fun match. I enjoyed it. Juice Robinson isn't the guy. He's your first boss in a video game.
Yeah.
He's the one that's really easy to beat.
Yeah.
Someone has to be it, though.
Yeah, someone has to be the first boss on level 2.
And unfortunately, you can't split the Guns up because if you do, they start crying.
Yeah. But let me say this. The Guns are looking jacked.
Oh, yeah.
They look like they showed a clip of them earlier on a couple of years ago. They're just jacked now.
Now that the Guns aren't front and center focal being pushed down our throats, I kind of like them.
Yeah.
Like, they have, like, their comedic timing has gotten so much better.
Yeah.
Over these last couple years on TV.
Like, if you look at the Guns versus the Acclaim now.
Yeah.
I watched that match. AEW put out a YouTube video today of, like, highlights of the year, and that match was on it. And I was like, and it's crazy how the dynamic has switched for me. Like how then I was all about the Acclaim. Now I'm like, I can't stand.
Remember all visiting each other on the show?
Yep.
All right, Renee's in the back with Jack Perry. Pulls up with the bus. I can't imagine he drives that coast to coast because that thing has got to get horrible horrible gas mileage.
I don't know how that thing's still running. It's just burning oil like it's nothing.
I know. He's got a drum of oil in the back of it, and it's just a tube that leads right to the engine.
Just a constant intake of oil.
Yeah, it's a dialysis machine, but for cars.
And when he runs out, he just goes to Diddy's house.
Now, what did he pay for this thing? Is this a $500 special?
Hopefully not more than $50.
I mean, I feel like they paid him like $100 to take it off.
You know what he did? He went to 1-800 Cars for Kids.
I hate that jingle with the pad.
That is such a bad one. Now it's gonna be in your head all night.
Let me just say, there was a late night one night with the JFB. Took a couple of vitamins. Sitting on the couch and watching TV, and for a second there, I was like, so wait a minute, if I give them a card, they're going to give me a kid?
It's like, I can use a kid.
This is not a good business model at all.
The phone
This
number is 1-800 Cars for Kids. I mean,
I'm trading a car for a kid.
It was in the title. What do you expect?
Like, so you could trade like 5 cars.
Yeah.
You have 5 kids, you got a whole family.
Yeah. So Shibata comes out, challenges Perry, and then he's attacked. And yeah. Anybody want to spot off on this?
it's so funny. My son was sitting here, and he was like, "Why isn't Shibata talking?"
Oh, he didn't know.
Yeah.
No, not at all.
Yeah.
Shibata
does not know.
Yes, I explained it to him.
Yeah, he knows un poquito of Inglesia. Very, very little. I've met him twice in LA, and yeah, he is not a good English speaker at all.
He doesn't need to be. He's got Google Translate.
There you go. We go to Danielson in the back, basically says, F you, Moxley. It's all about you. It's always been about you. It's always about you. Blah, 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 blah. Said about his spirit was not broken by Okada, and that's why he's taking him on tonight. That's our main event. Anybody want to add anything about this? No?
It was fun. I liked it. Especially, I always love hearing Danielson curse. It tickles me.
Is this the same one they posted on online?
No, that was a different one. I think.
Yeah.
So I missed this particular promo.
Yeah.
It was him in the back with the 5-year AF anniversary shirt.
Okay.
Yeah, it wasn't the one of him sitting doing the meditating in the forest.
In the forest.
If
forest. Bryan Daniels sits in the forest.
Yeah.
Does anyone know about it?
No.
Oh yeah, because there's a camera there to blast it.
Yeah, besides that.
Let's go to our third match. It is Britt Baker, DMD. She's taking on Serena Deeb. Here are a couple of my notes. Great homecoming for Britt. She came out through the tunnel where the players come out wearing the terrible towel, which is
gets the award for worst dressed of the night, might I add you?
Yeah. And let's just say this. The reason why the Pittsburgh Steelers fans have these terrible towels is to wipe away their tears, because their teams, since the last Super Bowl they won, with a little sprinkle here and there, are horrible. And the fans realize it, and they wish they could be Philadelphia fans, but they can't because they live in Pittsburgh, and so they pat their tears dry with a terrible towel. Yeah. Anyways, I digress. Should be an amazing match if Britt's head's in it. And yeah, I mean, Britt, this maybe very well could be the best match of Britt Baker's career. It was crisp. It was clean. They told a great story. I thought it was absolutely amazing. It's a contender for match of the night. I thought Britt looked fantastic. She's going to get a warm welcome.
You know what we should call Britt in this one?
What?
Tom McGee. Britt Tom McGee Baker.
No. Have you watched the Tom McGee match?
He looked good.
He did not. He looked horrible. Which shows you that guy was so bad of a professional wrestler that not even Bret Hart could make him look good.
They said Bret made him look good. I never actually watched that match. I'm going to have to watch it. I'm going to have to watch it.
Watch it, because I'm telling you right now, he doesn't look good. He looks mediocre.
Well, Vince thought he did. He's like, oh, we're going to book this guy to the moon.
Because he passed the airport test. He passed the airport test. That's what he passed. They didn't care if he knew. He was a bodybuilder. He saw him in the airport. He goes, that's a guy who people will look at. And he was like,
he didn't care about wrestling. He put the double title on the Ultimate Warrior, for God's sake.
There you go. Well, let's face facts. Ultimate Warrior can't wrestle worth a damn. I see you up there, big guy. Anyways, we're down there. Whichever.
We're not sure.
We're not sure. Yeah, I mean, I thought she looked fantastic. Canada Dry, your thoughts on this match?
Yeah, I thought that it was a good match, and but I credit it all to Serena Deeb because she's a masterclass wrestler.
Yeah,
like maybe Britt was good, but anyway, I think like if you're an okay wrestler,
yeah,
Deeb will make you look like a great wrestler. So, it was good. It was just entertaining. That's all I got to say about that.
Okay. Well, Ryan Rich.
Well, if you couldn't tell, Britt Baker did have a great match. It wasn't Serena Deeb who was carrying her through it. I think that they danced beautifully together, and I thought that it's the best match that Britt has had since she's gotten back after her long time. She's starting to look, I think, more like what she did at the height of her popularity. Like you were saying, the crispness is back. There didn't seem to be like really any fumbles or anything else. They both seem pretty locked in. Britt's still an expert at finding the camera and locking eyes with it, even if only for an instant. Even if only for an instant, she will make you feel like you're a part of it because she includes you in it. So I really enjoyed the match.
But Rich, I'm sorry, Ryan. The evidence of this match will come in Britt's next match. If she doesn't have that crispness still, well, no, it was all deep.
I mean, if they put her, if her next match is against the local indie talent number 4, you can't say that.
No. It has to be.
If she's facing another AEW superstar, then
I'm a top quality wrestler.
You could say that.
If she shits the bed, we'll know it was all deep.
Yeah, I agree to that. I agree to those terms. So far, so past. All right, let's go to Joe. Joe, your thoughts on the match?
I didn't care for this match.
Okay.
I'm kind of like, it didn't hold my attention. Like, I guess it's because I know Britt, they're in Pittsburgh and they're going to do that, but I really like Serena Deeb and I want to see her be featured more.
Yeah.
And I knew
I just got the feeling that they're not gonna push Deeb.
Yeah, they're probably not. She's going to be she's the one that's there to make everyone look fantastic.
Yeah, Brett. She's got the great wrestling. Yep. She can't talk well on the mic, and she's an older looking gal.
Yeah.
So I don't think they're going to push her.
Yep.
Yeah. So I mean, no hate towards Britt. This match just didn't grab my attention. It's unfortunate, but.
So go in the back with Renee. She's with Hook. For those who don't know, Taz wasn't on commentary tonight. Legitimately, Taz has extremely bad knees. He's going in. Oh, it's Fruit Cat. What's up, Fruit Cat?
Look at his little eyes.
Oh, West Coast. Throw up the K-Cat gang signs. So Taz has really bad knees from years and years and years of abusing your body as a professional wrestler. And, sometimes you can't afford to get knee replacement. So he's paying for it now, so to speak. So they went with the kayfabe story that he was attacked in the back. Hook said that he's going to go after someone.
So we don't know who it is.
Yeah, we don't know who it is.
Who do you think it is?
Vince McMahon. It was me all along. It was me all along. I mean, let's face facts. He's
Cole. Could it be Cole?
That's what I was thinking. I think it's
Who?
Adam Cole.
Adam Cole. Okay. Kind of a weird way to bring Adam Cole into it, but all right.
I mean, Hook is still I kind of sort of feuding with the Kingdom.
Yeah.
Maybe? I mean, I know they shook hands the other day, but that could just be a ruse.
Yeah, that's what I was
thinking. I mean, when Hook is wrestling, does anybody actually even care?
No, but you know what?
No.
Bring Adam. This would be the perfect thing to do. You bring Adam Cole back and just let him destroy Hook and build him back up as a monster heel.
I think that Hook needs to be heel.
I mean,
what are you laughing for?
Hook is not convincing as a heel. He's barely convincing.
But no. Here's the thing: he hasn't really been heel.
He barely passes as a human being. He has trouble doing that.
Like, I think that it's easier to be a heel. Come on, it's easier to be a heel than a babyface.
He needs a faction. Then he can't go heel by himself. He needs a faction.
I think like you could, if you really took him to acting school and all that shit.
Yeah,
you could make Hook be AEW's answer to Dominic Mysterio. If you made him a proper heel.
That's a big ask.
No, but this is what you do. You take him and you bring him to acting school. You do the whole 9 yards. You just turn him heel. Dom wasn't good to start off with first, and he grew into that.
Okay. I mean, I attribute it to the power of the mullet, but you might be right.
It also helped that he has 2 very good-looking women on his shoulder to make everyone jealous of him. So.
Well, do it for Hook. Harley and Saraya, perfect.
Okay, if it is Adam Cole, then Hook immediately has to start dating Britt Baker.
I mean, it's not like she's not free.
That's what I'm saying. I'm just talk about having to shoot into a work.
You hear what Conan said, that she's a little bit unhinged.
Oh, I've heard she's not well in the head at all. But you know what? Who cares? Crazy's good sometimes.
Sometimes crazy is good for women. I gotta admit.
Sometimes crazy is good. Sometimes crazy is bad. Like
yes.
Yeah.
There's that fine line.
It depends what the crazy is.
Look, there's that fine line that we all learned in How I Met Your Mother. That I forget what he called it, but the crazy hot line. Like if they're this crazy, they got to be this hot to offset.
Yes.
All right.
We can have charts. Commissioner Joe, can you get us a chart for next week? Okay, we're going to have this crazy hot chart for next week.
Okay.
So Joe, Debbie's not going to be here, so get that chart to me, and I'll post it up, and we'll get this going.
All right, I like it. We'll call it the Britt Baker line.
That's what we're calling it.
So Christian's on the screen. He's the face of AEW. He talks about being the defending and reigning future champ, which I kind of dig. But it's an afterthought, and I don't think this is the right time to start playing this card. I think they should have waited months and be like, hey, he just shows up. Pay-per-view, shows up, has the clipboard. You could tease it for that cash in that night or cash in at the next pay-per-view, and build that story up. And that's what he's going to sign the contract for. Provide Kip Sabian, the little rascal, the little runt, decides to steal a pen. God, how humiliating.
Okay, so just so you guys know.
Yeah.
We're going to go a little bit different tonight on the Flower Shop.
Okay.
For our favorite thing.
Okay.
It is fall. And we're going to go with our favorite kind of soup.
Okay. I like it. I like it.
I already know my favorite soup.
Okay.
All right. So we go Renee in the back with Mariah. Nightingale fails up. Oh, all right.
She's on Juice and Hangman, and she's liking the juice.
She's not a fan of Juice Robinson.
Yeah. She talks about Nightingale has been failing up. How many shots is she going to get? Next thing you know, Willow comes in. They start scrapping. I don't want to spend any time on this. Let's go to our fourth match of the night. Private Party versus the Double Interns, Iron Savages. Here's a couple of my notes.
Savage sauce.
I guess now I have to say that there's some relevancy to Private Party.
Now, if the Outrunners can kind of become a real legit tag team, could the Iron Savages get the boost too?
Maybe.
Like they go to Titty City.
Yeah. Well, they didn't get this match.
Could they? Yes. Do I want to see it?
No, I don't want to see it.
No.
And not even as Bear Country either.
Yeah. So they go to a shot of Stokely in the back, clapping. Apparently, he's a Private Party fan. What? He doesn't need to manage Private Party. Private Party can cut promos. They can't wrestle worth a damn, but they can cut a promo over 12.
I mean, but this is playing off of that promo we saw weeks ago of him looking at tag teams on DVD doing scouting.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, really, honestly, I don't want to see Private Party. And I definitely don't want to see Private Party. I mean, and then at the match ends, and now they talk about New Year, new champs. They're harking back to when they said, we're going to be relevant again.
They said it in January. And I was thinking, I was like, that was 9 months ago.
Yeah. Like home dudes. Seriously. Like you promised us in January. It is now October. The only thing you guys have done with any legitimacy is no sell a hand injury that John Moxley gave you with a hammer
2 weeks ago.
Yeah. So they are calling their shot to the Bucks. The Bucks waste no time. They have a plan. Psych. They have limited days to perform, and this is not one of them that they want to burn.
Can I tell you how much I hate that logic? They're like, we're not going to wrestle in Pittsburgh on Dynamite. No. 5 minutes later, you're wrestling on Rampage in Pittsburgh.
Yeah.
What? For a show
but it wasn't. I think it was supposed to be a tag team match for the title.
Yeah. Either way, you're still burning one of their dates on a useless match that we all know who's going to win.
Yeah. So then,
technically, it was Tony Khan that booked the match. So it wasn't them wasting it. It's them being forced to perform.
Somebody's wasting it.
Okay.
Wasting away in Margaritaville. That's what's happening.
Hey, I'm always looking for my lost shaker salt. So they have a plan. Guess what? It's not. Perry attacks from behind. Shibata comes in for the save, and we have a trios match on Friday night. Canada Dry. Fourth match of the night. Your thoughts, my friend?
Which one is this one?
Private Party and Iron Savages.
Yeah, this match was a squish match. There wasn't much to it. You just had to get Private Party over because they seem to be getting the rub now.
Yeah.
Finally.
After 5 years.
And I'm not feeling this yet. That this should have happened a long time ago. Like they seemed like they were jobbers, and now they're getting the push. It's like this is hard to swallow right now at this point. But
I equate it to if they're gonna do this, put the belts on them now and get them off at World's End, and give them a small reign. I'd rather take the medicine now than worry about stuff down the line than have to take the medicine then.
Well,
you know what?
If you take the medicine later, you will actually could build them up properly. No.
But you know what?
That's the thing with that.
I equate what Private Party is now to when the Guns won the tag titles a couple years ago.
Yeah. Lord Ryan Rich, your thoughts?
I don't like their new entrance music, so that took me out of their match, and it was a fine squish match, but I just really kind of zoned out because I was like, I don't like the new music.
Yeah. There you go.
Yeah, I missed the shots.
Yeah.
Can anyone say that?
Cheesecake Dave letting them in.
Hey, Ryan is fickle.
You know
No,
what?
he's not.
But
He's
you
a
know what?
national treasure, Canada Dry.
He is still a fickle national treasure.
But you know, now that there's no more shots, there's not going to be anyone dry humping down the ramp anymore.
And
Well,
that's
maybe
the
dry
best
humping
part.
is passe. Maybe. That's a shirt. Dry humping is passe.
Let's go to our next segment. Renee's with MVP. Says he has an announcement. Not interrupts and says, hey, do you remember a time when I used to be a wrestler? Because there is a picture of him floating around the internet of him as a wrestler in WWE as Prince Nana.
Was he actually Prince Nana in
Yeah.
WWE?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
And he's like, well, that's not, he's talking about how he liked to go in the ring. He's like, that sounds like a complaint. That's not my department. But let me tell you about the person who will take the complaint. He's the manager of the complaint department. He's like, who? So that guy right behind you. Turn around. Shelton Benjamin, ladies and gentlemen, makes his AEW debut. What's so funny is last week, the JFB said, oh, no, not Bobby Lashley, Shelton Benjamin. And the JFB was right.
Well,
Now,
no.
Fancy football.
No. You were not right. We said, who is Swerve going to feud with?
Shelton Benjamin.
No, we don't know that yet.
I think it might be Shelton Benjamin, and then it'll be.
Yes, it doesn't mean that okay, we both can be right.
We can.
Yeah.
This is why America and Canada get along so well.
Yeah, we both can be right.
Yeah. This is the reason why we don't have nuclear weapons pointed at each other.
But yeah, this doesn't excuse your hockey team from stealing our goalie.
But for the record, JFB's right first.
Well, as long as I'm right last, I get the last laugh, right?
Yeah.
Sure, I guess.
You Bob Barker in my ass in this too, aren't you?
Yeah. No, but they're okay. So he's a Boston Bruins fan.
Yeah.
And we got the training camp going on, and we're like, okay, we're gonna send this goalie down to the minors, and Boston Bruins go, not so fast. We need this goalie because we don't got any.
Our number one goalie is holding out. Supposedly it was 10 years, 60 or it was 8 years, $64 million. He wants 10 years and then more money. I'm just like, so basically they're tweeting their hearts away on Twitter. They're having news conferences and press conferences. It's hilarious. I love it.
So the Canucks fourth string goalie is now their backup.
Yep. Anyways, Shelton Benjamin. I
love it.
What did everybody else think?
Yeah, I'm excited for Shelton Benjamin. Mostly for that sucker Max Caster.
Yeah.
He's gonna have to eat some humble pie here.
Oh yeah.
Like there's gonna have to be a meeting between these two, and Max Caster's gonna have to suck it up, Buttercup.
Oh yeah. Yep, absolutely. Lord Ryan Rich?
I've never watched Shelton Benjamin wrestle, but I recognize who he is, and so I'm excited for the prospects of what he could bring.
Yeah.
He's a hell of a wrestler.
Yeah. What do you think, Joe?
I love that Shelton stole Nana's coffee. He's like, this is some good coffee. But yeah, I am so excited for Shelton to finally get back in the ring because he's a phenomenal talent. From his time with Angle and Team Angle to just all the Intercontinental title match to what he did in New Japan as Shelton X or something. I can't remember his name was.
Yeah, Shelton X.
Like, he's just so good.
Yeah.
And on top of that, he's probably the recipient of the greatest in-ring super kick of all time during the Gold Rush tournament on Raw, where he hopped off the ropes and Shawn Michaels just kicked him in midair. It was great.
Yeah.
You had to
Damn
throw
right.
a little Sean thing here, didn't you?
You've been bringing up Brett all night long, so stop it.
When have I brought up Brett?
Tom McGee. Brett
Tom
John,
McGee
the big
reference.
penis.
That was a
with
Tom
vertical.
McGee reference.
Yeah, okay.
That was a Tom McGee reference, not a Bret Hart reference. Jeez. Get your shit together. Get your poop in a group.
Don't make me. I'll go on your desk.
Oh my God. Woo! Fun with feces, hey, everybody. Number
That's
5.
a show. That's a show here on the AFW.
Yeah, that's going to be
no,
on
it's not, because I
Sunday.
am not
It's going to
touching
be
that with a
Sunday
10-foot
night.
pole.
Fun with feces. We got our 5th matches. The main event. It's Okada. It's Danielson. Match number 3. The rubber match. Here are a couple of my notes. We got some weird rules. Here's how it works. For the first 20 minutes, both belts are on the line. The World Heavyweight Championship and the Continental Championship. For 20 minutes. Anything past 20 minutes, and it's just for the AEW World's Heavyweight Championship. Now, you guys following out there, boys and girls, children?
You know what?
It's
But
easy to follow.
the announcers failed to really say, unless I wasn't paying attention properly.
Yeah.
That now the what's it called? What's the
Continental.
Yeah, the Continental title.
Yeah.
It's now safe. They never really said that.
Yeah. No, they did. They
They
did. They did a couple times.
Okay.
Yeah, they said we've eclipsed the 20-minute mark, so Okada's Continental Championship.
And then they threw up just the AEW World Championship graphic on the bottom.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I wasn't wondering what that was about.
Yeah. So, some weird rules, and I think we're on the same page. I was kind of disappointed. I was hoping they do final countdown from here until when he loses. But no final countdown.
You think we're made of money?
Yeah.
They are now.
So-
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
I got a little smiley face, a little sad face. A little sad face right there. So they're sizing each other up. Basically, what you're getting is you're getting a Japanese match. Here's the thing. There are people on the internet wrestling community as a whole who are like, hate Okada right now. Where's the old Okada? Where's the old Okada? Like, I don't like this comedic Okada. I don't like these 5-minute match Okadas. Like, where's Okada? Guys, he hasn't left. He's not disappeared. He's been here the entire time. He's playing a different character, but this match proved, to the shadow of a doubt, Okada's here. You're getting the same Okada I've been watching for 10 years. I even watched him in TNA.
Let's get straight to our reactions because we're running a little.
Yeah,
late.
let's go to reactions. Canada Dry.
To me, this was a hell of a match, and I would go as far as say as this is a top 5 Dynamite match of all time. Like on the 5th edition of Dynamite, they put out a top 5 Dynamite match.
Yeah.
This was incredible.
Yeah.
How long was this match?
A good 40 minutes.
Yeah.
Or 30 minutes.
30? No, it was 30, I think. No,
It was between 30 and 40.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it was 40 minutes.
Yeah.
This was a hell of a match. And these two put on a show, and this was better than their Forbidden Door match, for sure.
What do you think about
Danielson didn't break his arm 5 minutes into the match?
Yeah, that's true. What do you think? Because Wheeler Yuta comes in, and it looks like he might turn, but he doesn't. He's got a hammer. He's chasing off the guys, and then we get a match next week.
I think it was anticlimactic, that part of the whole thing. I think Wheeler should have stayed out of it.
Yeah,
or someone else should have came.
Yeah,
it was anticlimactic.
They're setting up the turn. Wheeler is absolutely smashing Bryan with a hammer next Tuesday night.
Yeah. Right on the old noggin. Lord Ryan Rich.
Yeah, the match was. You got that for free on TV.
Yeah.
Like, and that's the last Okada Danielson match you're ever gonna see, and you got it for free on TV. So that Tony Khan, he bookended his 5-year show very well with the opening promo with them, and then with everything how it ended in the match, everything it was a classic.
Yeah, absolutely. Joe,
Loved the match. I liked the ending. It was something different. Like, you never see a match end on a backslide anymore.
Yeah.
And might I say that I don't remember where it was in the match, but we saw someone do a backslide bomb. That thing looked vicious.
Yeah.
But can I say they are really foreshadowing hard that there is a, like, I guess for lack of a better term, a greater power behind this new BCC.
Yeah.
Because they sat there and they laid it on real thick. Mox is like, I'm doing this because you won't and I have to, not because I want to. And then Excalibur was like, who is the person behind him making him do this?
Yeah.
Which I imagine.
Yes, which is like that was a little much. They shouldn't have said that.
Yeah. Well, we know it's Shane.
I hope it's Shane. I hope we get it at Wrestle Dream.
I mean, come on. The picture with him and the Bucks. Come on.
Yeah. Coincidentally sitting right in front of each other on the plane. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. I'll believe that when you tell me a bridge.
The one time Jericho met Owen Hart was on an airplane. They sat next to each other.
Yeah.
So you never know.
Okay.
I mean, I can buy that as a coincidence. I don't buy the fact that the two EVPs of AEW are talking to Shane McMahon, and it's a coincidence they're sitting next to each other when all the rumors are floating of him joining.
Yeah, I'm excited. Is it next week or is it Wrestle Dream we see Shane?
Wrestle Dream. I imagine that's how the show closes.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Yeah, when Moxley becomes champion. All right. Well, it's ding, ding, ding. It's time for the Flower Shop. Favorite match, favorite segment, number of bells, and your favorite soup.
And you got to give your
oh,
spiel.
yeah. The Flower Shop is brought to you by the Adrian Adonis T-shirt shop. Well, your question is, how do I get to that shop, JFB? You just telling me to go. I want to buy a shirt. Here's how you do it. You go to prowrestlingtees.com/Adrian Adonis where you get all your Adonis gear. All right. Ken, Joe, you want to go first or last?
I want to go mid.
Okay. Let's go with
you all are mid.
Oh, hateful.
Sorry.
My favorite match was. I'm gonna go Ospreay and Ricochet just because I like that style of match, and like I said, the two matches to bookend were ridiculous. I thought that was fantastic booking. My favorite segment with MVP and Shelton Benjamin.
Yeah.
My bell rating, I'm going to give this 4.25. And my favorite soup, I'm going to have to go with an oldie, but a goodie. Potato soup.
Now what's in your potato soup?
You have potatoes, you put some bacon in there and some cheese.
Okay.
Now,
I got a killer, really easy potato soup recipe that I could maybe forward to you. It's really good, and it's really cheap, really easy to make.
Okay.
I'll go next.
Okay.
We're going with my favorite match tonight is Okada and Bryan Danielson. This thing rocked the house. Top 5 years. Amazing. My favorite segment is also Prince Nana.
Yeah.
And MVP with Shelton Benjamin.
Yeah.
I would have liked some coffee in that cup, though. We'll spill a little on Prince Nana. That would have been a nice little touch.
I like that. Okay. Favorite soup?
And my favorite soup is bean and bacon.
Okay.
Not some homemade bean and bacon, like some crisp bacon in there. Just like every spoonful has a piece of bacon in it.
Okay. All right. How many bells?
I'm going with 4.32.
Okay. All right. Joe.
Okay, so my favorite match is the main event, Okada and Danielson, because just like our good friend Lord Ryan Rich pointed out, it's the last time we'll ever get to see it.
Yeah.
My favorite segment is the return of the Switchblade, baby. So excited that he's back. My favorite soup, dude, it's loaded baked potato, just like Lord Ryan Rich. Like, there's nothing more comforting than just a bowl of potatoes and cheese and bacon.
I'll have to send you my recipe as well.
Yeah. And I'm giving this episode 4.35.
Okay. All right. I'm gonna go next.
Wait a sec. He just Bob Barkered me.
Yep.
He did. My favorite match was the main event. Lord Ryan Rich convinced me. We just saw the last Bryan Danielson Okada match. I can't even imagine there would be a one-off here or there, but favorite segment of the night though was Prince Nana and Shelton Benjamin. I have been a Benjamin fan for years, and it's so good to see him gonna play a great role. And it's just gonna be a kick-ass wrestler, and that's what I think WWE lacked when they gave him creative direction. I'm gonna give it 4.25 stars. It was a good show. That main event sold it. I mean, I'm gonna watch Wrestle Dream because I want to see what's gonna happen to Danielson. My favorite soup, my grandmother, my nana, my Italian grandmother, my nana made the soup. I took it from her and went ahead. It is a tomato and basil soup with these little raviolis, or I like to call them flavor pellets. Stuffed with sausage, stuffed with cheese.
Oh,
it tastes so good, and there's a little ravioli in your mouth every bite, and it's
that's such good shit.
And it's thick and it's hearty, and it's just
that just sounds like a so much better homemade Chef Boyardee.
Yeah. And I love it. It is just
sounds good. Sounds good.
Yeah. All right, guys. Hey, how do you get a hold of us? Go to the links below. Clickety clackety boom. Next thing you know, you're in our league. You're on our Facebook. You're in our chats. Before you know, you're our best friends. You're going to be on the show. You're going to be doing call-ins, and then we'll one day ask you to host. Now,
and of course, Lord Ryan Rich and I are hosting the comic book store.
Yeah.
This Friday. It is 5:00 Pacific.
Yeah.
And I believe it is 8:00 Eastern.
Yep.
7:00 Central.
Yep.
We got a load of pop culture and comic book and superhero and all sorts of stuff that we want to talk about.
There's going to be so much coming your way in the next few weeks.
And we're gonna, we've got some surprises for you coming up this Friday.
Cool.
And I guess everything else, click the links below for to buy a t-shirt at Pro Wrestling Tees / Pro Wrestling Tees / Effin Wrestling.
Yeah. All right.
Real quick, average 4.2925.
There we go.
Nice.
All right. So on behalf of Canada Dry, Lord Ryan Rich, Commissioner Joe, I am the JFB.
And remember that sometimes in life, stuff just gets you down. But you can be down, but you can't stay down. You have to get back up. Yep. You have to reach out to your friends. You have to reach out to your family. You have to reach out. Reach out to us. Reach out to your church. Reach out to your community center. Whoever is willing to help you. There's people out there that have good hearts, are willing to help you. So with that being said, they'll pick you up, dust you off, and help you put one foot in the front of the other. So say it with me. Raise your fists in the air. Put the devil in a sharpshooter. And just keep fighting. And remember, if you don't do this, no soup for you.
No soup for you.
This has been an effing worldwide media production. You can find us on all social media platforms like Facebook, Twitter, and others.
What else we
Head
got?
over to our YouTube channel at youtube.com/effing wrestling. And while you're there, click like and subscribe. Want some swag? Head to our store at prowrestlingtees.com/effing wrestling.
Look at those guys. They're very good looking.
You can find all these links and much more
Fast man. He's not pulling anywhere.
at our
That's
awesome
Jeff.
website, effingwrestling.com.
Video game.
As the JFB always says, you can book it.
That voiceover, that was amazing.